Okay, so now what we're doing, now that we've tied down the pig, we're separating the skin from the deeper muscle. Because she's more skilled at doing this, rather than using the tweezers, she's manipulating the skin with her fingertips, but it's advised to use tweezers, but please don't try this at home. She is a professional. That's great. You can see cutting through the fascia. Sometimes you can even use the fingers a little bit to pull it back and separate for those tougher areas. Good. Good.
Start up here. Just gonna turn this.
Yep. Does it feel a little bit tighter in that area, right?
So
that would make more sense.
Around here, you're probably always gonna cut a little bit of muscle. It's just kind of an unavoidable thing.
It's a tighter attachment.
You don't want to completely destroy it.
Yeah. That looks like a really nice cut.
Yeah. So it'll become easier and easier as you go along. And you can kind of see this. I'll lift it up with the scalpel so you can see this kind of translucent part, which is kind of what you want to cut through.
You can see a little fat there. Excellent.
I know it scared you, sorry.
Start on the other side. Making your initial cut is usually the hardest part. And once you kind of have that initial cut,
it's a lot easier, because if they get too deep and then they're pulling away muscle, they pull away muscle from the entire side. So
you can start slow and then you can speed up as you go along, and that translucent part will become more visible.
Nice and controlled. You see how slow and controlled and precise the cuts are? If you go too quick and you get sloppy, then it's ruined, and
we don't have another pig.
we don't have, yeah.
And this is the beginning of what it should look like. You want to expose the upper arm, the chest, and then we're going to slowly move on to the lower part and the legs. And you should, by the end of this, have a fully exposed pig.
Excellent.
Now, for this part, if you're not comfortable, you can always use scissors if you've got the skin part up and just make a little cut to help you. But
Right.
I'm just going to turn this again.
And then it would be kind of going around a little bit, just proximal
Yeah,
to where
exactly.
the tie-off is.
Just so you
we
can kind of
pull
open
back.
it up.
Yeah. Good. That's great. See how she's cutting around there? Just to expose the flexors.
I can see here I did cut a little bit of muscle, but when you get to this area, that's kind of to be expected. So don't.
We still have the other area, which is
Intact. So don't
fully
freak
intact.
out if it's not perfect. You just want to get it as close as you possibly can, skin to muscle.
Yep, looks good.
Alright, I'm just going to turn this again. There we go.
Yeah, look at that. So pretty. Looks great.
Okay.
Nice job on that detail.
Alright.
And then the exact same thing
We're
that she
gonna
did
do on the
here
bottom.
would be down to the bottom part.
And then when you're done, you're gonna have this all exposed. So the next time when you come into lab, you'll see all the muscles, you'll be able to identify them, you'll see the structures, the individual details, which is sometimes missed with drawings. This gives you a much better idea of what the human body looks like.
We're doing good. We're about 8 minutes, 45 seconds. I'm going to stop it just at the 10-minute mark.
Got it. Now this, the umbilical cord, you want to cut around it. Be careful. Better to go slow than to go fast and cut yourself, especially if you've never worked with a scalpel before. Now you don't need to take the umbilical cord off, you're just cutting around it so that as you go down.
Great. And the same concept is here,
Exactly.
peeling it back and then making that line around the hind leg and then making that semicircle around just proximal to the string and pulling it back as well.
Exactly.
Great job. Look
See?
at that.
We'll do the same on the other side.
In the video.